Gawang Pinoy yan. Ang Naga pala is a center of animation in the Philippines. So there are many animation artists here in this region, this part of the Philippines. Ang ganda ng message ba? Ako, when I use this in a recollection, I always ask, ano yung ibig sabihin ng remote control doon sa story nila? Ano ibig sabihin ng Kappa? Because I really like the story. The remote control represents choices that you make in life. Sometimes you make good choices, sometimes you make bad choices. And then some people would tell you na dapat you should make the right choice. Pero yung ama yung nagkwento ng story, sinasabi niya sa kanyang anak, sana kung lumaki ka na, you will understand the choices that you make. And even if you don't, kung nagkamali ka, don't worry. God will still love you. God will still accept you. Basta, ituloy mo lang ang pagyapa. Because life is a crawl, life is a journey. It's a really, really wonderful story. Di ba na-touch kayo sa story nila? Just imagine mag-i-every sa Facebook yun. Ang dami pang ma-touch, ang dami pang mag-comment nun, ang dami pang mag-enjoy sa ganong klaseng story. So I hope that you will really embed videos like that to inspire people to reflect more about life and about God. Another thing that you can do on Facebook is to post church-related and Christian-themed links. Church-related and Christian-themed links. There are so many stories that you can share. There are many wonderful stories about what's happening in the world right now. Like for example, pag nanonood kayo ng media, whenever the church is presented in the news, di ba usually it's a negative thing? Like there's a scandal, or there's some controversy. Kaya ang outlet talaga ng simbahan ay hindi yung mainstream media. Kasi ang mainstream media usually present the church in a negative perspective, point of view. Ang maganda sa atin, we can do our part by presenting the positive side of the church. There are so many things that the church is doing for other people. Like for example, if you just go to the NASA website or the Caritas website, they're doing so many things to help poor people. Kayo, sa mga and all the things that you do for other people. I hope that you will really put links on your Facebook account so that people can know that church people are doing something nice for other people. We'll go to the third topic, which is photo stories. I call this photo stories because we are telling stories using photos. According to Pope Benedict XVI, images are also a preaching of the gospel. It can express much more than what can be said in words and be an extremely effective and dynamic way of communicating the gospel message. In fact, ito yung inspiration ko why I love photography. Because just the image themselves can be a preaching of the gospel. It can really communicate God's message of love, God's message of hope, and God's message of, challenging us to come back to Him. The use of images, like say, for example, this stained glass windows, is a structural part of the Christian faith. Other religions don't use images. For example, in the Islam religion, if you go to a mosque, for example, walang images doon, hindi makakita ng mga statues, mga paintings, wala talaga. Kahit mga text, bihira lang. Wala sila talagang image, because we don't use images. Pero tayo mga Kristiyano, lalo yung mga Katoliko, we use images a lot. When you go to a church, especially an old church, ang daming images, di ba, sa ceiling, sa walls, even sa floors. If you go to St. Peter's, for example, because ang purpose noon are catechetical. These are visual aids to know more about God. And these are stories. The paintings tell stories. Even the most famous one, yung Last Supper, that's telling a story. If you know the background of that painting, you know the whole story of Jesus Christ. So the use of images is a structural part of the Christian faith. So here are other examples. It's just a pity that the projector is not bright. There's this website called thejourneysproject.com. There's this fashion photographer who became a Christian, and what he did, he took photos of modern versions of the Jesus story. So he used to be a fashion photographer, so he has this gift in photography, and now he's telling the Jesus story for modern viewers. Like in this case, there's Jesus in prison, but look at the other people. They're wearing suits, right? And modern clothing. Ganito yung style niya. Here's another example. That's the parable of the rich young man. In this shot, the rich young man owns a Ferrari and he has all these beautiful women. You should visit that site. It's more beautiful if you see it on the screen. So the website is thejourneysproject.com. That's one word. The Journeys Project by S. thejourneysproject.com. And it has explanations too. So that's the parable of the rich young man. Makikita niyo ba? Ito yung rich young man, ito yung Ferrari niya. At saka lahat ng mga shots niya, sepia. At saka, he took these shots in Matera, where Mel Gibson shot The Passion of the Christ movie. And then that's Jesus with little children. And the next shot is my most favorite, this one. And you see that's Jesus, and then there's the cross. And then on the cross, instead of I-N-R-I or INRI, nakalagay doon vacancy. And the message of the shot is, the cross is vacant. Would you like to book a reservation? Would you like to be also crucified with Christ? Sabi dito sa author, sabi niya, when Jesus was born, there was no room for him in the inn. But when he was crucified, there was plenty of crosses for him. There was plenty of space for him. Now that Jesus has resurrected, there is a vacancy. Would you like to take that place? Would you like to take that place? Parang na-decided kasi. Kasi parang malalit na question na kailangan. Ako, I would say yes. I had the advantage of reflecting beforehand. Kasi when we take the cross, tandaan natin palagi na our life does not end there. If Jesus resurrected and He ascended to heaven, the long and short of it is that all of us are meant for heaven. So the cross is not the end, it's just a stepping stone to our journey to heaven. So if we take the cross of Jesus now, don't worry, because we will also be resurrected with Him. And we will ascend to Him, because all of us are meant for heaven. Ako pwede mo magkwento ng story outside this. Pero kasi malala ng story tungkol sa isang babae na mahilig siya mag-cross stitch. Nalimitahin ko ako. Mahilig siya mag-cross stitch. Tapos, habang nag-cross stitch siya, yung anak din niya, naglaro doon sa floor. Tapos, one day, o one night, sabi ng anak, Nay, ano mo yung ginagawa niyo? Tapos sabi ng nanay, nag-cross stitch ako, anak. Tapos sabi ng anak, ano po yung cross stitch na? Yung cross stitch ano yun, yung nagdo-drawing ka. Pero instead of using colored pens and paper, you use thread and cloth and needles. Tapos sabi ng anak, nagdo-drawing pala kayo, Nay? Ang pangit ng drawing niyo. Nasabi niya ng bata, kasi habang nag-cross stitch yung nanay, may bata na sa floor. Nakikita kasi ng bata yung likod. So akala niya, yun na yung ginagawa ng nanay niya. Tapos sabi niya, ang pangit ng drawing niya, kasi nakita niya yung likod ng part. Tapos sabi ng nanay, don't worry na, kapatapos ito, papakita ko sa iyo kung anong pagtubalan ka. So, to make the story short, natapos yung nanay. Kung natapos na yung nanay, sabi niya sa anak niya, anak, come, sit on my lap, and I will show you what I have done. Tapos nung umupo na yung anak dito sa lap ng nanay, nung nakita na nung nanay ng bata yung gawa ng nanay na sabi niya, wow, Nay, ang ganda nito, may mga flowers, may birds, may rice fields, may coconut trees, may mansion, may blue sky, tapos may plus. Paano ito ginawa? Ang pangit nito noon. Tapos sabi ng nanay, ay napakadali lang anak. Kasi merong pattern eh. Kung susundin na yung pattern, ito yung blue, yung red, yung yellow. Alam niyo, ang pangit ng story nito, wala siyang punchline. Yun na yun. Hindi yun. Punchline. Pero, ito yung dapat yung pakinggan. Nung nabasa ko kasi yung story yun, sabi ko sa sarili ko, ganun tayo minsan sa buhay natin. Sinasabi natin sa sarili natin, ang pangit ng buhay ko. Walang direksyon. Walang tunguhan yung buhay ko. Dahil siguro, ang nakikita natin ay yung life lang according to our perspective. What if God will tell you, anak, come, sit on my lap, And I will show you your life according to my plan. Siguro pag umupo tayo sa lap ng Panginoon, tapos tingnan natin yung plano ng Panginoon, yung pattern ng buhay natin. Sabihin siguro natin, wow, ang ganda pala ng buhay ko according to God's plan. Kaya lang ang problema, I'm living my life according to my plan. Kaya siguro, pangit yung tingin natin sa buhay natin because we are living our life according to our plan and we are only seeing life from our perspective, from our short-sightedness. The best way to look at life is to look at life from God's perspective, through heaven's eyes. Because once we are able to do that, we can say to ourselves, wow, ang ganda pala ng pattern, ng plan, ng buhay ko according to God's plan. And we know that God's plan are good because He is a loving Father. So always trust, ano naman yung kinadaan niyo sa buhay ngayon, that there's a happy ending. Why use photo stories to proclaim God's Word? There are many reasons why we need to use photo stories to proclaim God's Word. One of these reasons is because photo stories can tell stories in an entertaining yet insightful way. So, while you're entertained by the story, you also learn many things about life, about faith, depende sa purpose ng story. And I would like to show you a video. This video is entitled Mankind is No Island. This video is shot using just a cell phone taken in New York and in Sydney. And it tells a story just using photos, just using still images. And let's watch this. want to embed it or download it, the title is No Mankind is No Island. Another reason why we need to use photo stories is because photo stories can help create entertaining content for complex ideas. So when you try to explain to kids, for example, the tenets of the faith, or anything that is, theological or sacramental or liturgical, it is best to always use images, right? And use photos or photo stories. So here's an example. The mouse in red says, "Preacher, I'm confused about something." In the Bible, Jesus has a lot of different names. He's called Jesus, Emmanuel, Lord, Son of Man, Redeemer, Bread of Life, Almighty, the Way, Christ. My question is, what do you call him? And then the mouse in gray says, "Friend." So, different titles of Jesus. I've used this to talk about the different titles of Jesus, about Christ, Redeemer, etc. And this is a very powerful image to use when you preach to kids or people who love visual images. Of course, Flickr. There are about 5 billion photos there. In Facebook, there are about 10 billion photos there. There are more photos in Facebook than in Flickr. And I think there are about 7 or 8 billion photos in Picasa. So you can imagine the resources that you have. This is my Flickr page. Alam niyo, makikita yung images masyado. These are all my Sunday graphics, and some of them are just for, because I love the photos that I took, so I placed them there with some quotation. So here's an example. This is for the second Sunday of Lent. The Lord your God shall you worship, and Him alone shall you serve. So it's really an exercise of typography, and just, because ang feeling ko kasi, yun ay design, sometimes you do it in the night. Pag pagod na pagod ako, I design kasi it's a form of prayer for me when I design. Because I think of, for example, how can I visualize this particular passage? And I asked a friend to hold a cross, and I took the shot, and then sa Photoshop, tinanggal ko yung other backgrounds, ninad ko doon. Then on Valentine's Day, I also took this shot. Hindi nyo makikita doon yung tatlong fingers na nakasmile. At nakalagay doon, we are happiest when we love others more than they love us. Happy Valentine's Day. Kumusta pala yung Valentine's Day? Singles. By the way, napansin ko, parang ang mabata niyo pa. Parang kayong mga high school lang. Parang kayong high school principal. Alam niyo, meron ako. Gusto niyo ng kwento ba? Kasi may punchline na to. May punchline na to. Tungkol to sa mag-boyfriend. Gusto niyo yung gano'ng mga story? Kasi hindi ko nakaranas ng gano'ng kaya. Gusto ko yung mga story. So, ang tagal na nila. Prep pa. I mean, prep pa sila makakilala. Kasi makatipahin na sila. High school, college. Tapos nung college sila, napaka-sweet nila. Napaka-sweet nila, as in, pag naglalakad sila, alam yung pag naglalakad sila, walang hangin na makakalaan dito sa gitna. Tapos pag may lamok na tumapo dito, namamatay. Naiipit. Tapos pag halimbawa natapilok yung babae, sasabihin niya ng lalaki, "Honey, sweetheart, babe, dark chocolate." Mag-ingat ka, kasi pag nasaktan ka, nasasaktan din ako. Joke yun. Ganun sila ka-sweet. Pero nung kinito ko ito, narinig ko ng lola ko sa kanya. So, hindi ko maniwala sa kanya. Kasi, ganyan kami nung bago pa lang kami ni lolo mo. Nung matanda na kami, pag nagkalakad kami, 1 kilometro ng diferensya namin. Tapos pag natapin ako, sabihin niya, kasi hindi ka tumitingin eh. Kasi buwan pa, nagkakal, mamod ka. So, ganun sila. Tapos, napaka-sweet nila. Until, nung graduate na sila, sabi nila, mapakasal. Gusto nila mapakasal. Ang problema lang, yung pamilya kasi ng babae, medyo may kaya. SFC. Tapos yung lalaki, medyo mahirap lang. So hindi siya tinanggap ng pamilya ng babae. Kaya sabi ng lalaki, honey's sweet, dark chocolate. Huwag ka mag-alala kasi, huwag ka mag-alala kasi mag-abroad ako para makapimon tayo ng pera. Tapos pakita ko sa mga magulang mo na dapat akong dagagin sa pamilya mo. Yun nga, pumunta siya, nag-abroad siya. Tapos sa nag-abroad siya, kasi di ba napaka-sweet nila. So patuloy pa rin yung sweetness nila, nag-Facebook sila, katapos sila mag-Facebook, nag-Twitter, katapos sila mag-Twitter, nag-chat pa, katapos sila mag-chat, tatawagan ko sila kasi unlike call. So katapos mag-tawagan, mag-text pa kasi unlike text naman. Tapos pag natulog na sila, yung picture nila, nilalagay nila sa ilalim. Tapos pag nakatulog na sila, ang pinapalaginipan pa nila isa't isa. Tapos pagkagising nila, pag naliligo na sila, kinakanta nila yung theme song nila. May theme song din ba kayo? Ang theme song nila parang ano yun eh, parang you're amazing, just parang yan. Nakwento ko yan sa lola ko sa kanya. Hindi ako maniwala sa mga kanyang-kanyang mga theme song na yan. Kasi nung bago pa kami ng lolo ko, kinakanta niya sa akin, you're my one and only, mga ganyan. Pero, pag tumanda na, ito matagal na tayo sa pag-aasawa, kakantahin daw ng lalaki ganito. Ulit mo, ito ba yun? Pagkantahin kayo ng boyfriend mo rin mo yan. Pero tuloy mo na ito. So, ganoon sila ka-sweet. Tapos, one day, habang naglalakad yung babae, taga-ano siya, taga Paranaque. Habang naglalakad siya, kasi wala siyang ibang iniisip, kasi yung boyfriend lang niya. Imagine mo, everything, parang pag kumakain siya ng pasta, for example, nakikita niya doon sa mga parang letters ng mga pangalan ng boyfriend niya. Yung mga brands, nakikita sa mga billboards, anong pangalan nila? Ganun talaga, grabe. Super. As in. Tapos, kaya gano'n nga lang inisip niya, nung tumungin siya sa daan, hindi napansin na marami palang sasakyan. Binangga pala siya. Pagkagising niya, nasa hospital na siya. Pagkagising niya, nandun na yung lahat ng mga mahal sa buhay, mga kapuso ng pamilya, kapagkala na. Tapos, gusto niya sana sabihin sa kanila na, don't worry, because I'm alright, everything is, all my limbs are there. Kompleto daw siya. Kaya lang, kahit anong gawin niya, walang words na lumalabas sa bibig niya. Ang natamaan pala, napektuhan pala sa kanya yung frontal lobe number 42 sa right side part ng brain niya. Ano yun? Hindi ko ako yun. Basta, in short, yung part ng brain na nakokontrol sa speech niya. Wala naman, hindi na siya pwede magsalita. Kaya nag-aral na siya ng sign language. Marunong ba kayo ng sign language? Tulad dito. O yan. Ano bang sign language alam nyo? Ano bang thank you sa sign language? Parang ganun lang. Pagwapo, ano bang gwapo? Huwag niyo ako ituro. Tapos yun, nag-aaral na siya ng sign language. At saka, ang pinaka-importante dito, nag-self-pity kasi siya. Nag-self-pity siya kasi every time mag-ring yung phone, hindi niya masasagot, di ba? Kasi wala na siyang boses. Ang feeling niya nga, pag nag-ring yung phone, parang yung puso niya parang kinuha dito sa dibdib niya. Tapos sinaksak ng puro na itak ng lolo, ng tiyo, ng pinsan na ng kapitbahay nila ng World War II. Ang sakit talaga. Kaya, dahil nag-self-pity siya, sabi niya, para makalimutan ko yung kahapon namin ng boyfriend ko. Alis na ako sa Paranaque. Titira ko sa isang malayong lugar. Kaya tumira na siya sa Pasay. Hindi yung joke. Hindi Pasay Street sa Davao. Ikaw na ako rin. Basta makatawa lang. Tapos yun. Saan na ba tayo? Ako sa Pasay na, lumipat na siya. Tapos, habang nandun na siya, wala na siya ng communication. Yung mga araw, naging linggo. Yung linggo, alam mo na itong kwento na. Bakit alam niyo ng buwan ko sa mga? Tapos, ang buwan ay naging, alam mo na talaga kasi patuloy na ako. Medyo mahaba na yun. Patuloy mo na ako dito. Saan ba tayo sa hospital? Eh di, nandun sa Pasay. So yung naging taon, tagal lang yun. Habang nanood siya ng palabas na sa TV, Showtime. May kumatok sa pintuan. Nung may kumatok sa pintuan, iba yung nararamdaman niya. Di ba yung heartbeat natin ay 70 beats per minute? Totoo yan nasa Wikipedia yan. Diba? Totoo yan. Sino ba mga medical study dito? 70, tama ba 70 beats per minute for an adult? No? Mga 70 to 80 beats per minute. Yun yung normal. Pero sa kanya, nung may kumatok, kakaiba talaga ako. Ang heartbeat niya ay parang 701.3 beats per second. As in, kaya na binuksan niya, kasi iba talaga, di ba alam mo yun, di ba may experience talaga, parang kakaiba talaga. Kakaiba talaga. Just like pag-bago palaga sa boyfriend mo, nalabuan lang yung skin mo, parang, wow, ayaw mo na maglasan. So yung, ganun kayo kasi yung feeling niya. Nung binuksan niya, slow mo yung shot. Slow mo din. Tapos, nakatayo dun sa other side, nakatalikod, kasi naghihintay ko sa tagal-tagal slow mo kasi, tapos nakatalikod siya. Tapos, nung naramdaman niya na binuksan yung pintuan, nilingon siya, sabi niya, slow mo din. Tapos, iba yung babae siya, slow mo pa rin. Sabi niya, kilala ko itong lalaki na to. Kilala niya yung lalaki na nakatayo. Alam niyo kung sino yun? Alam niyo kung sino? Sino? Tatay ko. Kakay-kay mo. Basta kilala niya, nakatayo ko. Tapos, alam niyo kung sino nakatayo doon? Postman. May dalang sulat. Sa postman. Nung binigay niya yung sulat, doon niya natindihan kung bakit gano'n yung nararamdaman niya. Hindi pala dahil sa kapag sa sulat pala. Kasi yung sulat niya, hindi yung rectangular na white. Yung medyo square siya na may kulay. Nung pinuksan niya, nakita niya na wedding invitation pala nung boyfriend niya. Tapos sabi niya sa sarili niya, napakaswerte naman ng babae kasi ang gwapo niya parang si Father Stephen. Hindi niya joke yun. Sige, sabi niya. Pinuksan niya, sabi niya, gusto niya malaman kung sino yung babae. So, nung pinuksan niya, di-slow mo pa rin. Wala ba, hindi ka ito normal speed, slow mo pa rin. Tapos ito ka nung pinuksan, sabi niya, ang ganda ng borders. Di ba may borders yung mga invitation na wedding invitation? Tapos ito ka sabi niya, gusto ko yung paper na ginamit kasi may texture siya. Kasi yung kulay niya parang may pagka light black na dark white na may pagka mint brown at saka may pagka peach blue. Talaga kakaibang kulay. May ba dyan yung kulay? Tapos meron pa siya yung parang mga yung may mga ang tawag niya? Yung papel na may yung mga letter S, yung parang may mga germs. Tapos, sinusan na niya. Makikita na niya yung mga letters. Sabi niya, ang ganda ng font na ginamit. Tama na ito. Tapos, script as 15 na. Tapos, ang font size yata 40.3. Tapos, ano po siya? Italics. Tapos, makainubos. Gusto na patuloy siya. Malapit na talaga makikita. Nung patuloy siya, slow mo, may makikita lahat. Sabi niya, ang bango! Kasi, may perfume mo pala yun. Talaga meron. Ang bango talaga. As in, parang combination ng Victoria's Secret at saka Armani na nagkakayubos. Na may pagkalaking din at saka kare-kare. Eh, natikman ko na ba yung sili ice cream dito? May sili ice cream daw sa Naga. At saka meron daw silang laking na pizza. Oo, tsaka may laking na pasta. Hindi, totoo yun! Akala ko nag-joke na ako dito. So, nakatahit sa bubuksan na niya. Tapos, slow mo ba rin, no? Ano makikita na niya yung May sound effects pa. Tapos nakikita yung mukha ng kung sino nakatayo doon. Ah, nakatayo pala doon yung boyfriend niya. Tapos sabi ng boyfriend niya, honey, sweet, honey, babe, sweetheart, dark chocolate. Diba ang sarap ng dark chocolate? Ang sarap. Pinili sa ano, sa Starbucks, may dark chocolate classic. Manayro mo doon yung caramel. Ayan. Ano ba tayo sa hospital? Ano ba na yun? So, sabi nga ng lalaki, honey, babe, sweetheart, dark chocolate. Sorry na, medyo natagalan ako. Kasi nag-aral pa ako ng sign language. Para ipakita sa'yo na kahit anong mangyari,